وبث فيها من كل دابة وأنزلنا من السماء ماء مباركا فأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج كريم هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله ومن يشكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن الله هو الغني الحميد وإذ قال لقمان لابنه وهو يعده يا بني لا تشرك بالله إن الشرك لظلم عظيم ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه حملته أمه وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير وإن جاهداك على أن تشرك بي ما ليس لك به علم فلا تطعهما وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا واتبع سبيل من أناب إليه ثم إلي مرجعكم فأنبئكم بما كنتم تعملون يا بني إنها إن تكن مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأتي بها الله إن الله لطيف خبير يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانهى عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور واقصد في مشيك واغضب من صوتك إن أنكر الأصوات لصوت الحمير صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to welcome everybody for another Thursday night to your masjid here, your place. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep you both spiritually and physically healthy, inshallah, for the days and months and years to come. Tonight, we're going to start the program, inshallah, as usual, with recitation of the Holy Quran, except tonight is the annual anniversary of the passing away of our dear brother Durudi's mother-in-law, Haj Khanum Sayyideh Buzurg Khanum Mirzai Tabatabai. We're going to recite a couple minutes more, or maybe about 7, 8, 10 minutes or so, and we gift it to her soul. And tonight you're all invited for dinner, inshallah. It was provided by the Durudi family. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bestow her the best places in the heavens, as well as to enlighten her soul, and inshallah forgive all her shortcomings if she had any. And of course we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive all of us. So before I start, I would like to ask everybody to please recite Surah Al-Hamd for her soul, and preceded by a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صدق الله العلي العظيم. For those of you who would like to follow with us, I'm going to be reciting Surah Al-Imran from ayah number 189 to maybe the end of this chapter is about like 15 verses or so. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولله ملك السماوات والأرض والله على اختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا آتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد فاستجاب لهم ربهم أني لا أضيع عمل عامل منكم أني لا أضيع عمل عامل منكم من ذكر أو أنثى بعضكم من بعض الذين هاجروا وأخرجوا من ديارهم وأوذوا في سبيلي وقاتلوا وقتلوا لأكفرن عنهم سيئاتهم ولأدخلنهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار
كفروا في البلاد متاع قليل ثم مأواهم جهنم وبئس المهاد لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها نزلا من عند الله وما عند الله خير للأبرار وإن من أهل الكتاب لمن يؤمن بالله وما أنزل إليكم وما أنزل إليهم خاشعين لله لا يشترون بآيات الله ثمنا قليلا أولئك لهم أجرهم عند ربهم إن الله سريع الحساب يا أيها الذين آمنوا اصبروا وصابروا ورابطوا واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون صدق الله العلي العظيم. الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صدق الله العلي العظيم. May Allah bless our lady Haj Khanum Sayyidi Buzurg Khanum Mirza Tabatabai and our condolences to our beloved Durudi family. May Allah protect them for us, inshallah. One quick announcement, as you all probably are aware of, the Eid is going to be this Wednesday, coming Wednesday, August 22nd. And we're going to start the Eid prayers at 7:30, inshallah, because it's a working day. But I have one request from all of you, dear brothers and sisters, is we have to park all the way in the back. We're going to be blocking the entrance to the parking lot here with the help of our dear brothers in here and the security. And we would urge everybody to please park their cars in the back. Or if you can't find any, well, there are a lot of parks in the back. But if anything, you can park in the street if you would like to. But let's go ahead and keep, the neighbors happy with us. And inshallah, we'll cooperate, all of us, and have a good Eid, inshallah. So we'll, inshallah, see you for that day, as well as tomorrow, Salat al-Eid, tomorrow Salat al-Jum'ah, inshallah, at 1 o'clock. We'll see you then at the same time, inshallah. Without any further ado, please help me out and invite the Imam of the Senate to the podium with the last salawat.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And my condolences to the Durudi family for the departure of Khanum Mirza Tabatabai. And also condolences to Khalid and his family, his wife and her brothers and sisters and her mother for the departure of Marhum Muhammad Mahmoud Abu Khadir, his father-in-law. And also the condolences to the Muslim community for the massacre that took place in Kabul in Afghanistan today at the hands of Taliban. They killed many innocent students. They came from villages to study, and while they were sitting in their classrooms, suicide bomber targeted them and he killed many of them. May Allah bless their souls, inshallah. We pray for them and their families and their loved ones. And we ask Allah to destroy Taliban and all those terrorists who have no regards for humanity and human beings. And may Allah bring, inshallah, peace to Afghanistan, to Syria, to Yemen, to Iraq, to all these places, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So tonight we're going to go through Surah Hud, verses 77 through 80, inshallah. We have a few weeks left to conclude Surah Hud, alayhi salam. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه المنتجبين ومن تبعهم بإحسان وإيمان إلى يوم الدين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولما جاءت رسلنا لوطا سيء بهم وضاق بهم ذرعا وقال هذا يوم عصيب. وجاءه قومه يهرعون إليه ومن قبل كانوا يعملون السيئات قال يا قوم هؤلاء بناتي هن أطهر لكم فاتقوا الله ولا تخزوني في ضيفي أليس منكم رجل رشيد. قالوا لقد علمت ما لنا في بناتك من حق وإنك لتعلم ما نريد. قال لو أن لي بكم قوة أو آوي إلى ركن شديد. قالوا يا لوط إنا رسل ربك لن يصلوا إليك فأسر بأهلك بقطع من الليل ولا يلتفت منكم أحد إلا امرأتك إنه مصيبها ما أصابهم إن موعدهم الصبح أليس الصبح بقريب. أليس الصبح بقريب. صدق الله العلي العظيم. So Prophet Lut was working in a farm outside the city. And these were several cities. The main one was Sodom. And those people are called Sodomites, the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, and 5 villages, which is in today's Jordan, close to the Jordan River. He was working in a farm and he found a group of handsome men approaching him. Handsome in their face, in their dress, in their look, in their smile. So he was worried. On the one hand, he is a hospitable person. He would like to host people in his house, to feed people, to take care of them. On the other hand, he knows the nature of his community. He knows that they have this twisted behavior, upside down behavior. A behavior which is not in conformity with human principles or human values or religious and moral principles. So he was very worried what to do. If he takes them home, they're going to be in danger. They're going to be attacked by those people in the city, the Sodomites. And I mentioned their story briefly last week. So he was very worried and he decided to take them home, but he was forewarning them of the consequences. He kept telling them that my community is a bad community. This is their behavior. They are interested in the same sex. And they could attack you. I'm very worried about you. So while he was explaining to them, preparing them psychologically for this ordeal, they turned to him, they said to him, Lut, don't worry. We are messengers of your Lord. So don't worry about us. We are here for a mission. And they are not going to reach out to us. They are not going to be able to hurt us or even touch us. So in 77, وَلَمَّا جَاءَتْ رُسُلُنَا لُوطًا, when our messengers, meaning the angels, they approached Lut and his farm outside the city, سِيءَ بِهِمْ وَضَاقَ بِهِمْ ذَرْعًا, he was distressed by looking at them. Though he was hospitable, but he thought immediately about the consequences, what's going to happen to them. سِيءَ بِهِمْ, he was distressed on their account or by them. He was distressed. وَضَاقَ بِهِمْ ذَرْعًا, and he felt powerless and helpless. How can I protect this group today? I have no might, I have no power, I have no family to protect them. What would I do today? وَضَاقَ بِهِمْ ذَرْعًا وَقَالَ هَذَا يَوْمٌ عَصِيبٌ, this is a miserable day for me. This is a difficult day for me. This is a terrible day for me. وَهَذَا يَوْمٌ عَصِيبٌ. Imagine this is the messenger of God. And he knows God is supporting him. And he knows very well that the promise of God is true. But still, when he sees something stressful, he says, this is a terrible day. وَقَالَ هَذَا يَوْمٌ عَصِيبٌ. I don't want those my guests to be attacked by my community. Why they are here? Why those handsome men out of all these cities, they leave all these neighboring countries and they come to my village, which is well known for their homosexuality. وَقَالَ هَذَا يَوْمٌ عَصِيبٌ. His wife, when they entered into his property and he was preparing food for them, his wife was not following him. She was not following his tradition. There are several wives of several prophets who had the privilege of being with the prophet in the same room, in the same bed, in the same house, but not in the same tradition, not in the same path. They did not follow the same path. One of them is the wife of Lut. One of them is the wife of Nuh. And some wives, and some other wives of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you can investigate that and verify that in chapter 66, Surah Al-Tahrim. God speaks about some of the wives of the Prophet who unfortunately did not follow him. And God threatened them with divorce. This is a fact in this book, in the Holy Quran. This is not just a story, it's a fact. That the Prophet, through his patience, through his good manners, through his tolerance, through his forgiveness, he was able to contain and embrace them. So his wife, the wife of Lut, she was siding with those bad people. She was helping them and aiding them. So when she saw those guests, those men entering her house, she went up to the roof and she lights a fire. And with the fire comes a smoke. We are familiar, people of California, we are familiar with that. And this smoke was a signal for those bad people in the village that we have guest here, so come and attack them. It was an invitation. Come. This is your day. Don't spoil this opportunity. So once they saw the smoke, they knew that there is something going on. What happened? وَجَاءَهُ قَوْمُهُ يُهْرَعُونَ إِلَيْهِ. Those bad people in the community, they came to the house of Lut, يُهْرَعُون, hurrying. Yuhra' means when you are rushing, when you run fast, when you drive fast. يُهْرَعُونَ إِلَيْهِ, hurrying toward him, toward his house. يُهْرَعُونَ إِلَيْهِ. And God says their behavior was evil behavior. وَمِن قَبْلُ كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. They've been doing this practice, homosexuality, for a long time. They've been doing it. وَمِن قَبْلُ كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. While they had been committing this evil deeds. يَعْمَلُونَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. Sayyi'at is reference to this action, to this behavior, to this sexual orientation that they had. Not just desire plus practice. Sometimes a person has desire but not practice. But when there is a practice, this is the big disaster. يَعْمَلُونَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ هَؤُلَاءِ بَنَاتِي هُنَّ أَطْهَرُ لَكُمْ. Why do you come after men? You are men. You should not go after men. Those are my daughters, are healthier and purer for you. Now, there is a disagreement among the interpreters of the Quran. Some of them say, though the sentence says, those are my daughters, but he was not referring to his biological daughters. He was referring to the girls of the community. So when the leader refers to the girls and the boys in the community, he says, those are my children, those are my sons, those are my daughters. So they were not biologically his daughter. He was not offering his biological daughters to them. He was saying that rather than you go into the wrong direction, there are women available. Women available who are purer. هؤلاء بناتي هن أطهر لكم فاتقوا الله. Reverence God, fear God, respect God. فاتقوا الله. Because the absence of taqwa and the fear of God leads to these actions. Some people say, what is the real reason? Is it genetic? Is it societal? Is it environmental? Is it a peer pressure? Parents? Friends? It could be any of these. But number one, the fear of respect for God. It allows people to transgress the boundaries. It's only the love and fear of God which keep us at bay from these crimes, from these sins, from these deviations. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ. Reverence God. وَلَا تُخْزُونِ فِي ضَيْفِي. Do not disgrace me in front of my guests. This is my house. Don't attack my house. Those are my guests. I have the duty of protecting them, protecting their honor. وَلَا تُخْزُونِ. Do not disgrace me. وَلَا تُخْزُونِ فِي ضَيْفِي. أَلَيْسَ مِنْكُمْ رَجُلٌ رَشِيدٌ. Is there not among you a man of sound judgment? Rashid? Are you crazy? All of you crazy? There is nothing, no one among you who has some sensibility, who has some rushd, maturity, Rashid, sound judgment. أليس منكم رجل رشيد. Now there are 2 points here. As I mentioned, when he offered he said banati, there are 2 views. Some people say no, they were his biological daughters at home. He had 2 or 3 daughters. So he said to them, I'll give my daughters to you instead of you going into the wrong direction. Have a real marriage. The real marriage is between a male and female, a man and women, not between 2 women or between 2 men. So I am offering my daughters to you to marry them. Then he says, أطهر لكم. We have to focus on this. They are purer and healthier for you than men, than same-sex marriage. Meaning that the real marriage, the marriage that has good production, the marriage that moves forward, the marriage that builds societies and maintain families, not the same-sex marriage, is the marriage between a man and a woman, because they both need each other. Why do we get married? If you don't yearn to the opposite sex, you yearn to them physically, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, in all aspects. You need to integrate yourself. You need to build yourself with the opposite gender, not with the same gender, not with the same sex. God created men for women and women for men. They integrate each other. They help each other. There are certain things that men lack, they found them in women. Certain things women lack, they find them in men. They integrate each other. This is the healthy marriage. This is the right marriage, not the same-sex marriage. Same-sex marriage is going to get you to nowhere. You only satisfy your ego, your desire. You don't satisfy God. You don't satisfy the nation, the community. You don't. Maybe you satisfy yourself, your own desire, but you are not helping your society out. You are not doing something positive to your society. Are you going to have children or not? Who's going to be the mother? Who's going to be the father? Today we see, visibly we see this thing in every home, in every community, that the absence of either the father or the mother or both is creating catastrophes in the families. Children, they need the emotion of their father, the male father and the female mother. Both are needed. If one of them is absent, there will be something important missing from their life. If they don't have a father figure who is a male father, not a female father, male. Or if they don't have the compassion of a female mother who's female, then they're going to miss something important from their life. هُنَّ أَطْهَرُ لَكُمْ. Look at the wording of the Quran. Quran says, when a man marries a woman, this is a purer and healthier and more progressive. أَطْهَرُ لَكُمْ. But when they don't do this, they stay in the same sex, there is no purity in that. There is no purity. Yes, they tell you, I'm happy. You are happy, but everybody else is not happy. And Islam says, don't put yourself before others. You are a member of a community. You have to consider people around you, not just yourself. Even when you get married, don't think only in terms of making only yourself happy. Make your parents, your siblings, your community, your country, make them happy and strong and healthy. هؤلاء بناتي هن أطهر لكم فاتقوا الله. Imagine this story is 3,000 years ago, and he says this is a disgrace. What you are doing is a disgrace. And I believe this disgrace would not be removed. Even if we live another 10,000 years. Something which is faulty and wrong remains wrong. Even if we have legislations that permits this and normalizes this, doesn't make something wrong, fundamentally wrong, biologically wrong, spiritually wrong, does not make it right. Even if 90% of the people agree with it, does not make it right. Because God is the engineer. God is the one who created us. God is the programmer. We have to ask the programmer about our needs, about what is good for us or what is bad. He knows best. وَلَا تُخْزُونِي. He says, this is a disgrace. وَلَا تُخْزُونِي فِي ضَيْفِي أَلَيْسَ مِنْكُمْ رَجُلٌ رَشِيدٌ. Listen to their answer. And this answer, when society is purely blinded, when society has twisted values and principles, they twist the values upside down. This is the answer. This is their answer. Their answer is in 79. What did they say to him? قالوا لقد علمت ما لنا في بناتك من حق. O Lut, certainly you know that we have no right to your daughters because we are homosexuals. We have no interest in the opposite sex. We have no interest neither in your daughters nor in any other female. They say we have no right. Imagine, they legislate a law that if I am a homosexual, I would never be able to have a relationship with the opposite gender, with the opposite sex. قالوا لقد علمت ما لنا في بناتك من حق وإنك لتعلم ما نريد. Surely you know that which we desire. They tell him, Lut, you know our character, you know our behavior. You are a messenger who lives in the midst of our society. You know our desire, so don't waste our time. We are not here interested in your daughters or in females. We are after those men here. وَإِنَّكَ لَتَعْلَمُ مَا نُرِيد. You know exactly what we want, why we are here. لَتَعْلَمُ مَا نُرِيد. What was his answer? قال لو أن لي بكم قوة أو آوي إلى ركن شديد. I wish, لو أن لي, I wish I had the strength to resist you, قوة, or I could seek refuge in some mighty support, أو آوي إلى ركن شديد. Two things. He wished to have two things so he can resist them. He can defend his guests and their integrity. Two things. One of them is لو أن لي بكم قوة. I have strength. What strength? Physical strength? What sort of strength? People say two things. قوة, strength, أو آوي إلى ركن شديد. Or I seek refuge in a mighty power. Two things. They say this is a reference to family and friends. If I have some strong family, I'm not alone. I can defend myself. Or if I have friends who agree with me, they stand with me, I have supporters. You couldn't have attacked me. You couldn't have done this to me. Imam al-Sadiq has a beautiful interpretation. He says, لو أن لي بكم قوة. قوة here is a reference to Imam al-Mahdi عليه الصلاة والسلام. أو آوي إلى ركن شديد. ركن الشديد, I seek refuge in a mighty place. Those are the supporters, the soldiers of Imam al-Mahdi. 313 soldiers. Ashabul Imam al-Mahdi. Now you may say 3,000 years ago, he was thinking of al-Mahdi. Yes, Allah mentioned to all his messengers what will happen at the end of the time. They know. They know that a savior is going to come to bring justice, to bring equality, to bring peace, to bring civility, to bring discipline into this world. So he was wishing that I wish I can live during that time where justice prevails. There is no more aggression. There is no more deviation. لو أن لي بكم قوة أو آوي إلى ركن شديد. My friends, another lesson we learn from this, and that lesson is take care of your family. If a messenger of God wishes to have a good family, strong family, then definitely we do the same. Take care of your family. Stay with your family. Support your family. Be proud of your family. Don't leave your family. Do not abandon your children. Do not abandon your parents. Do not abandon your siblings. Don't allow two siblings to fight always, to have arguments always. Stay together. If you want to be dignified, you have to belong to a strong family and healthy family. If the family intends to survive, not to be broken, not to be shattered, if you want to teach your children, to move forward, to be proud, then they have to be raised in a good family, in a united family, not a broken family. A broken family are not going to be a good example for your children. Your children are going to look at your behavior. If you respect your family, they're going to respect you tomorrow. If you don't respect your family, your children are not going to respect their parents. Stay with your family. Give concessions to your family. Even if your family wronged you, even if your family did not treat you well, be the one who corrects that through your akhlaq, through your manners, through your forgiveness. Family is not an arena to exact revenge. It's not a place where you have rivalry with your siblings, with your brothers and with your sisters and with your wife and with your husband and with your children. It's not. If you have an argument, take it outside the family. Go into the street. If you have some muscles and you want to practice taekwondo and karate and boxing, don't do this in the family. Go outside. There are many bad people outside. Don't do this. If you are angry, don't do this. Don't take your anger at your family. Don't. Treat your family with respect, with forgiveness, with concessions. Be the one who's a magnet, who can bring all the family together. Be the one that when your parents look at you, they say, this is the jewel of our family. We are proud of this man, of this lady. We are proud of this daughter. We are proud of this son. Stay with your family. Don't break away. You're going to pay the price. A time will come that you're going to regret. Believe me, a time will come. It could be at the time of death. It could be 5 years before death. It could be 10 years. It could be when you get sick. It could be when you are thrown in a hospital and nobody knows about you. At that time you remember, oh, I had a family. Why did I do this? Why did I break with my family? Where's my siblings? I have many brothers, but nobody is with me. I have many sisters, nobody is asking about me. Don't do that. Prevent it now, before it is too late. Every person at the time of his or her death are going to regret. Some people are going to regret because they abused others. They abused X, this person, that person. At the time of death, they're going to regret. Some people are going to regret because they missed their religious obligations. They did not do prayers. They did not do fasting. They had an opportunity to go to Hajj. They didn't. They had an opportunity to pay their zakat, almsgiving. They did not. They're going to regret at the time of death. Some people are going to regret because they had children, they abandoned them. They abandoned their children. A mother who has children and they left her children with the ex-husband and she knows nothing about them. She left them because she wanted to remarry, to enjoy her life. Or it could be the man. He abandons his children because he has a new wife and he wants to have a new life. He doesn't want to be involved with his children. They're going to regret. Believe me, they're going to regret. They're going to leave this life broken. Broken. And in this book, Allah says, some people at the time of death, they say, قَالَ رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ. Please allow me to stay for one more week so I can fix my problems. رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ لَعَلِّي أَعْمَلُ صَالِحًا فِي مَا تَرَكْتُ. أعمل صالحا, I can do good deeds because I messed up. Give me another opportunity. The answer will be كلا, nay. إنها كلمة هو قائلها ومن ورائهم برزخ إلى يوم يبعثون. We are not going to listen to you. We gave you enough time, but you were arrogant. You did not listen. Your ego overtook you. Some people advised you many times. You did not listen because of your ego. We have to crush the ego. Crush it. Don't listen to your ego. Listen to what God tells you. I conclude with this story. You know Yusuf alayhi salam. He became the prime minister of Egypt. And he became the ruler of that country. But still inside him, he was not fully satisfied. People around him, they would look at his face, they know that he's sad. But they don't know why he's sad. They don't know why. But he's sad, they can tell. Though he's the leader of the country, he's the most successful economist of the country, but still, he's not happy. Until one day, when Yaqub, Jacob, and the rest of the family, they came from Palestine. They came to see him, to meet with him, to be reunited with Joseph. He was sitting on the throne, and he saw his parents, his father, his siblings, his extended family member coming. There were about 70 people. At that time, people noticed the joy in his eyes and his face. They said to him, Joseph, what happened? You are happy. You know, you are the ruler here. You are the governor here. At your disposal is everything. You are not short of anything here. But why you are happy now when you see your parents? He said, yes, I am the ruler. I have food, I have shelter, I have government, but I had no family. This is my family. I find dignity and happiness and honor and relief only with my family. Only with my family. Your friends cannot substitute for your parents, believe me. Your friends, no matter how close they are to you, they are not going to substitute for your siblings, your brothers and sisters. A brother is a brother, a sister is a sister, from the same blood, the same womb, same mother, same father. It's different. Take care of your family. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات تابع اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك غافر الخطيئات. Inshallah, on Wednesday, Salatul Eid, Eid al-Adha, at 7:30, inshallah. So takbirat, it could, the door is open at 7, takbirat maybe 7:15, 7:20, and Salat is 7:30. So by 8:15 we finish, because it's a working day. And the day of Arafah, inshallah, is the day before, which is Tuesday. And that day is an important day, and there are many du'as and a'mal and deeds to be done and read during the day of Arafat. So day of Arafat is Tuesday, 21st. Day of Eid, Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Qurban is Wednesday. And Salatul Eid, inshallah, we're going to be here. And if I live, inshallah, for that day, this is my first time I do Salatul Eid ever on a planet Earth, because usually I am either in Hajj or Imam Hussein. This year I was deprived from both. Alhamdulillah, I am with those mu'mineen here. So we will do Salatul Eid together, inshallah. And then from tomorrow, this junior camp is going to begin, inshallah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have Arabic session on Saturday after tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. بمناسبة استشهاد الإمام محمد الباقر عليه الصلاة والسلام. ستكون لنا جلسة باللغة العربية السبت في الساعة 7:45. Again, I ask you to join me in reciting Surah Al-Fatiha for people that we gathered here for them. Sayyideh Buzurg Khanum Mirzaya Tabatabai and Marhum Muhammad Mahmoud Abu Khdair, and we give condolences to his family, and also Aya Askari also, and also the martyrs of Afghanistan in Kabul, the young ones who lost their lives today. إلى أرواحهم جميعا ثواب الفاتحة مع الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Our Mushtaba is going to read some poetry for Imam al-Jawad and Imam al-Baqir, both Imams of Ahl al-Bayt, their martyrdom, and inshallah he will do Amman Yujib at the end, inshallah.
برای سلامتی حاج آقا قزوینی صلوات و جلیل مرحمت بفرمایید. اللهم صل علی محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. السلام علیک یا محمد بن علی ایها التقی الجواد یا ابن رسول الله یا حجت الله علی خلقه یا سیدنا و مولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند به دیوار قفس بشکسته ام بال و پر خود را زدم تنهای تنها ناله های آخر خود را درون شعله همچون شمع سوزان آتشی دارم که آبم کرده و آتش زده پا تا سر خود را کنیزان لحظه ای آرام شاید بشنوم یک دم آخ صدای ناله جانسوز زهرا مادر خود را السلام علیک یا ابا جعفر یا محمد ابن علی ایها الباقر یا ابن رسول الله یا حجت الله علی خلقه یا سیدنا و مولانا انا توجهنا و استشفعنا و توسلنا بک الی الله و قدمناک بین یدی حاجاتنا یا وجیها عند الله. یه بار دیگه یا وجیها ای نور دل خیر النساء ادرکنی ای گوهر دریای صفا ادرکنی، ای حضرت باقر، ای خدیو کونک، ای مخزن علم کبریا ادرکنی. کیستی ای جلوه حلم علی، کیستی ای اسوه علم علی، کیستی ای عرش حق را قائمه، از تو می آید شمیم فاطمه. کیستی ای مجتبی را جلوه گر، مجتبی را جلوه گر پا تا به سر، کیستی ای بوی تو بوی حسین، روی تو آینه روی حسین. صلی الله علیک یا مولای یا ابا عبدالله وعلى الارواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله ابدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزیارتكم. همه با هم السلام وعلى علي ابن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أما يجيب مضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء، أما يجيب المضطر 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 إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. يا مجيب المضطر أجب المضطر بحق المضطر ونحن المضطرين بك يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله. اللهم اشف كل مريض، اللهم اشف كل مريض ومريضة، اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كل وليك الهدى الساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. بسر جميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات بالاخص المرحوم محمد محمود ابو خضیر، مرحوم بانو سید خانم بزرگ میرزا طباطبایی و آقای سید فرخ آریاباد جمیعا. رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات. بسم الله الرحمن